We have some major breaking news that has been announced that Daniel Suarez will not return to Trackhouse Racing in 2026. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. As I just said in Sunday, we got some pretty massive major breaking news this early afternoon, as it has been announced and confirmed that Daniel Suarez will not return to Trackhouse Racing in 2026. He released a statement earlier today. Trackhouse and I have mutually agreed to part ways at the end of the 2025 season. I've had some of the best years of my Cup Series career at Trackhouse. We've had great successes as a team, and I gained some incredible friends. We took a team nobody has ever heard of in 2021, and in just a couple of years, we were winning races and running up front on a weekly basis. Just like the seasons in a year, sometimes things change, and we have agreed to each go in our own direction. I wish Trackhouse nothing but the best. This 99 team will always be special to me, and like I always said, the best is always ahead. There's been rumors and speculation about this, about him not returning to the team and the program. And also, Trackhouse Racing has released a statement as well. Trackhouse Racing and Daniel Suarez agreed to part ways at the conclusion of the 2025 NASCAR Cup season. The role Daniel has played in the Trackhouse origin story and its first 5 years will remain a valued part of the company's history forever. His commitment, work ethic, and dedication to effort is one of the most impressive things I personally have seen in my career. We will forever be thankful and honored that Daniel chose to spend many incredible years with us. We are proud of his wins, his successes, the growth of his brand, and his emergence as a valuable athlete in America's greatest motorsport. But most of all, I'm proud of him as a friend. I'm truly excited to see what awaits him in the next chapter of his amazing career. We are grateful for the professionalism, effort, and hearts he's brought to our organization. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk around Daniel Suarez. I've made a lot of videos on Daniel Suarez on this channel over the course of the last couple months. There's been a lot of talk and a lot of speculation on whether Daniel Suarez was going to return to Trackhouse Racing in 2026 or not. And look, this was a make or break here for Daniel Suarez at Trackhouse Racing. He was really going to have to step it up to the plate. Otherwise, he was likely going to lose his seat. Now, what does this mean for Daniel Suarez? First off, well, this means that Daniel Suarez, like I said, will have to go find a different ride for the 2026 year. And when you really look at the Cup landscape currently at the moment right now, there's not a lot of really good options out there. Some are going to say Kaulig Racing, but I don't think Kaulig Racing is an option going into 2026 right now. I don't think that's an option for Daniel Suarez, considering the fact that Kaulig Racing is expected to have AJ Allmendinger back in the program next year, and Ty Dillon's also expected to sign a contract extension with the team for 2026. So where could Daniel Suarez end up going to in 2026? One of my early predictions right now is that he ends up back in the NASCAR Xfinity Series on a full-time basis. I think you're going to see him go to Junior Motorsports next year. I think that would be a really good opportunity for Suarez to have a make-or-break year where he can go in and have a prove-it year with Junior Motorsports. Junior Motorsports is the fastest team currently at the moment in the NASCAR Xfinity Series right now. They're the dominant team. 3 of their 4 drivers have gone to victory lane, and Carson Quaffel's been very close to winning races so far. So I think that'd be a really, really good opportunity for Daniel Suarez going into next season if he can't find a ride in Cup, because I don't think Legacy is going to be an option. There is talk they could have a third car for next year, but Jesse Love's the name I've heard as a likely potential candidate who could go to that third car if they do expand to a 3-car team. RFK, they're stacked for next year. Hendrick Motorsports. Everyone talks about Bowman losing his seat, but Alex Bowman's been better than Daniel Suarez. But going back to Suarez for a second, this really isn't surprising. I thought there would be a really good chance that they were going to let go of Suarez at the end of the year, because Suarez just hasn't been really performing. And you look at the guy who we'll talk about in a second, the guy who I think will replace him has been doing way better, and he just got a top 15 finish in the Cup race at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And Daniel Suarez is 27th in the points. So some will say, what about Shane Van Gisbergen? Well, SVG's got to win this year. And with Shane Van Gisbergen winning the Cup race in Mexico, Suarez struggling in the Cup race in Mexico, I really think that sealed the deal for Daniel Suarez to stay or leave at Trackhouse Racing, unfortunately. I know he said it was going to take a couple months, but I think they wanted to make this move quickly. So what does this mean for the future of the other car? Well, this will mean that Connor Zilich more than likely will be taking over the number 99 machine in 2026. Connor Zilich is getting a lot better. And I get people are going to say, well, why don't you just keep him in the NASCAR Xfinity Series next year? I get that and understand that from that perspective. But at the same time, I think that you have a better chance of winning at Ovals right now. And I think that Zilich could do a better job at the Ovals right now than Daniel Suarez could. And I think Zilich, while yes, he's going to have struggles next year in the NASCAR Cup Series with Trackhouse Racing, I think that Zilich is going to contend very, very well in that car next year. That's who I think will be in that car. He's been very, very good good in the Xfinity Series this year. And in the few Cup races that he's ran, he's looked pretty good as well with the Red Bull sponsorship. So I think you'll see Zilich in the car. And I think, especially on road courses, I don't think he's going to be going up against Shane Van Gisbergen on the Cup side and winning races. But there's a reason why they're giving him more starts in Cup competition. That's why they added Atlanta Motor Speedway to his schedule for this year. And that's why they added Watkins Glen as well. They're trying to prepare Connor Zilich for next season. And with Connor winning his first oval race at Pocono, and you look at the recent results too, it's not just a win at Pocono. His recent results have been good. He's had 5 consecutive top 5 finishes, including that win at Pocono. His worst finish is like 5th at the moment right now. I think it was 4th at Atlanta, because he finished 5th at Mexico, a race where he led a ton of laps at. He finished 2nd at Charlotte, finished 2nd in Nashville, and has just been doing an incredible job in the Xfinity Series, and is really the fastest guy outside of Justin Allgaier currently at the moment, and is getting better on a week-by-week basis. So I think that is who will be going into the Cup Series next year. For Daniel Suarez, though, just going back to him, this again was a make or break year for him. He really needed to step it up to the plate and needed to perform at a really, really high level. And unfortunately for Daniel Suarez, it just never happened, unfortunately. They just never clicked this year. They didn't have the pace and speed. I get the Trackhouse Racing generally this year has not been as strong as they've been in prior years, and I think that's definitely understandable. But at the same token, same time, you've got someone who's very young, a really good prospect, who's going to be a really good rookie next year, who I think could win a race by the end of next year. So I think that kid is Connor Zilich. I know there's a lot of people talking about him being really, really young, but I think Zilich is going to be a lot better in that car. I think he's going to perform a lot better, and I think he will be a lot stronger than Suarez was. I think with Suarez, you get what you get. With Zilich, you have a lot of potential. You don't want to keep him in Xfinity for too long. He wants to be the youngest Cup champion ever. I think with Zilich going there more than likely, I think he's going to be strong and really, really good. So unfortunate news for Daniel Suarez, but I think he'll end up at Junior Motorsports next year in Xfinity competition. He could go to Colleague's Xfinity program too, but I'm leaning toward him going over to Junior Motorsports in the Xfinity Series right now. So, that is going to today's special breaking news report on Daniel Suarez not returning to Trackhouse Racing next season. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. List description below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's episode. Where do you think Daniel Suarez is going to end up in 2026? Do you think he'll end up in the Xfinity Series, or do you think he'll find a Cup Series ride for next year? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below with the limited rides that are out there at the moment. We have maybe more videos coming today if more news breaks on the channel. Tomorrow on the channel, we're going to talk about the Suarez news a little bit more in depth. We'll talk about his potential replacement of Connor Zilich as well. We're also likely going to have Xfinity Series race picks dropping. Yesterday, did an update on the lawsuit with 2011 in front row and them not being able to get a subpoena with the NFL. We're also, of course, going to have Cup race picks on Thursday for the Cup race at Chicago, along with the paint scheme video. And then on Friday, we'll have a NASCAR news video. Then Saturday and Sunday, we'll have reactions to Xfinity and Cup races at Chicago, along with some others. So we got content coming out. People like Haley Deegan, Shane Van Gisbergen, Cards, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, Clayton Farron, Dodge Ram, Frankie Muniz, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Ryan Preece, Brad Keselowski, Ross Chastain, Trackhouse Racing, 2011 front row, the lawsuit, Michael Jordan, you name it. We'll talk about all that kind of stuff along with Tony Breininger, all that on the channel in the coming days and weeks. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content, other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.